Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of numismatics as we explore 5 rare Washington quarter dollars that have captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting videos like this one. Let's get started. The 1985 USA Washington quarter dollar coin stands as one of the most fascinating and iconic pieces in American numismatic history. To truly appreciate its value, it's essential to dive deep into the history, the artistic design, the minting process, the collector's interest, and the unique circumstances surrounding this quarter that has captured the imagination of many over the years. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It quickly became a staple of American coinage and remains one of the most recognized coins in circulation today. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features a portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, while the reverse depicts a heraldic eagle, a symbol of American strength and pride. By 1985, the Washington quarter had gone through a variety of changes. After decades of being minted in silver, the U.S. Mint transitioned the coin to a copper-nickel-clad composition in 1965 due to the rising cost of silver. This switch in materials led to changes in the coin's appearance, but its design largely remained unchanged until the mid-1990s, when a series of commemorative quarters were issued as part of the 50-state quarters program. However, in 1985, the coin retained its classic design, which has remained one of the most enduring images of American currency. The minting of the 1985 Washington quarter was part of the regular production cycle for U.S. coins. During this period, the U.S. Mint produced large quantities of quarters each year to meet the demands of commerce. Quarters were used in a wide variety of transactions, from vending machines to cash registers, and they were an essential part of everyday life. The mintage of quarters in 1985 was robust, but the coin itself was relatively ordinary in appearance, at least at first glance. The most intriguing aspect of the 1985 Washington quarter, however, lies in its minting errors and variations. Though most coins produced in this year were minted without issue, some coins experienced errors that would later become highly sought after by collectors. Among the most famous of these errors was the 1985 double die quarter, a coin that featured a noticeable doubling of the obverse design, particularly on the lettering of Liberty and In God We Trust. This flaw occurred during the die-making process, where the die that was used to stamp the coin had been misaligned, causing the design to appear twice. These double die coins are rare, making them highly desirable for numismatic collectors. It's important to understand that coin collectors are always on the lookout for those special and unique variants of commonly issued coins. The 1985 Washington quarter is no exception. Despite the regular issues of the coin being mass-produced, a small number of quarters were struck with imperfections or variations that have increased their value significantly over time. Coins with such errors, particularly those from the 1980s, hold an allure because of their rarity and the sheer number of coins that were minted without these flaws. One of the key aspects of the 1985 Washington quarter that has helped elevate its value among collectors is its connection to the larger history of American coinage. During the 1980s, the United States was in the midst of a period of economic transformation. The country was emerging from a challenging economic recession, and the government was working to stabilize the economy. The 1985 coin, though seemingly insignificant at first, was part of this broader national story. Collectors often look for coins that are linked to specific events in history, and the Washington quarter, with its connection to both George Washington and the 1980s economic landscape, offers a unique glimpse into the times in which it was minted. But the true allure of the 1985 Washington quarter doesn't come just from its historical context or its connection to the 1980s. The coin's design has remained one of the most iconic in American coinage. The portrait of George Washington on the obverse, facing left, has become a symbol of American values and ideals. The eagle on the reverse, although somewhat simplified compared to earlier versions, continues to evoke the spirit of American freedom and independence. The design is timeless, and it speaks to the nation's founding principles in a way that few other coins can. From a technical standpoint, the 1985 Washington quarter is minted in the standard copper-nickel clad composition that had replaced the silver used in earlier quarters. This composition consists of a copper core with outer layers of nickel, giving the coin its characteristic silvery appearance. The coin has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams. Though these specifications might seem mundane, they are an essential part of the coin's identity and part of what makes it a regular yet cherished item in American life. For collectors, the 1985 Washington quarter represents a blend of both accessibility and rarity. Unlike certain highly sought-after coins, such as gold or silver pieces from earlier eras, the 1985 quarter was relatively easy to acquire in circulation. Most people who received it in their change during the year would not have thought twice about its significance. Yet, as with many coins, time has revealed that certain variants and errors, such as the famous double die, have become rarities that can command premium prices. The appeal of the 1985 Washington quarter extends beyond just collectors of U.S. coins. In the world of numismatics, there is a strong market for coins that are in pristine condition, especially those that have been well preserved and show little to no signs of wear. Uncirculated coins, those that have never been used in everyday transactions, are especially coveted. These coins can be found in rolls or bags that were set aside by the mint or collectors themselves, and they often command a premium due to their pristine condition. Of course, it is not only the minting errors that contribute to the value of the 1985 Washington quarter. Coins that have been graded by professional numismatic organizations, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, tend to carry higher prices due to the certification of their authenticity and quality. A quarter from 1985 that has been graded in a higher tier, such as MS65 or higher, can fetch a considerable price among collectors, especially if the coin is one of the error varieties. As we look back on the history of the 1985 Washington quarter, it's clear that this coin has more than just historical significance. The legacy of the 1985 quarter is found not only in its design and production but also in the way it has captured the attention of collectors. From its simple and iconic imagery to the rare error coins that have become treasures in their own right, the 1985 Washington quarter holds a special place in the world of numismatics. Now, after all this exploration, it's time to reveal the true value of the 1985 Washington quarter. While a regular 1985 quarter in average circulated condition is worth just 25 cents, the error coins, particularly the double die examples, have seen an incredible rise in value. A well-preserved double die 1985 quarter has been known to fetch as much as $102,000 in the right market. Yes, you heard that right. This simple quarter, once spent in vending machines and change jars across the country, can now be worth a staggering amount of money. Such examples are rare and sought after, making them one of the most valuable modern coins in the world today. The 1985 Washington quarter is a prime example of how seemingly ordinary items can become valuable treasures over time. Whether it's the historical significance, the artistic beauty, the rarity of error coins, or simply the passage of time that elevates their value, these coins are more than just pieces of currency. They are part of the larger story of American numismatics, a story that continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts around the world. In the end, the 1985 Washington quarter is a reminder that value is not always determined by what a coin was originally intended to be worth. Sometimes, it's the hidden qualities, the rare errors, the unique circumstances of its minting, and the passage of time that make a coin truly priceless. For those fortunate enough to own a rare example of the 1985 Washington quarter, they hold a piece of American history that continues to appreciate in value, providing both a financial and sentimental connection to the past. The 1994 USA Washington $quarter coin is an intriguing piece of American numismatic history that offers a blend of tradition and rarity, making it a highly sought-after item for collectors. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1994 Washington quarter, we must first take a step back and explore the background of the coin, its design, the intricacies of its minting process, and the collector's passion for finding rare versions of this coin that can fetch extraordinary values. The Washington $quarter coin was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. This coin, one of the most iconic pieces in American coinage, has been a symbol of the nation's history for decades. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the obverse of the Washington quarter features a profile of George Washington, the first president of the United States, facing left. On the reverse, the coin showcases a heraldic eagle, a powerful symbol of the nation's strength and ideals. The Washington quarter has been a constant in American currency, serving as a staple for generations. While the design of the coin has remained relatively consistent, there have been several changes in its composition and unique varieties over the years. By the time we reach 1994, the Washington quarter was no longer minted in silver. The U.S. Mint had transitioned to a copper-nickel-clad composition in 1965, following a nationwide shortage of silver and the rising costs of metal. This copper-nickel-clad quarter became the standard for circulating quarters for many years, including in 1994. During the year 1994, the U.S. Mint continued to produce Washington quarters with the same standard specifications: a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams. While most people were likely using these quarters for everyday transactions, many didn't realize that the 1994 Washington quarter would become a significant collector's item, especially as certain variations and rare errors would surface over time. One of the most compelling reasons for the growing collector interest in the 1994 Washington quarter comes from the coin's association with a pivotal moment in U.S. history. The 1990s were a decade of economic prosperity and transformation in the United States. And while the 1994 Washington quarter may seem like just another circulating coin, it holds a deeper connection to the era's growth and stability. Coin collectors, however, often search for rarities and errors, and as the years passed, the 1994 Washington quarter began to be recognized for its unique characteristics. The 1994 quarter, though largely considered a part of standard coinage, features an interesting set of circumstances that have led to its elevated status among collectors. The coin's value lies not only in its historical significance, but in the subtle differences that make some of these quarters more valuable than others. Like many years of coin production, the 1994 quarter saw several notable minting errors, which would eventually lead to rarities that sparked the interest of collectors. Perhaps the most famous variety of the 1994 Washington quarter is the double die error coin. This error occurs when the coin's die is misaligned during the minting process, causing the design to be stamped more than once, creating a doubling effect. This issue typically manifests most prominently in the lettering on the obverse, particularly in the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." When the dies are not properly aligned, the engraving appears to be doubled, creating a distinctive and highly desirable feature that sets these quarters apart from the rest. A 1994 Washington quarter with this error is rare, making it especially valuable to collectors who are eager to find and own such a specimen. However, it's important to note that not all 1994 Washington quarters are valuable. The vast majority of coins produced that year were minted without any errors, and these coins generally hold little to no value above their face value of 25 cents. It's only when you come across a 1994 Washington quarter that has been struck with a die error or in pristine condition that it gains significant worth in the world of coin collecting. The collector's interest in Washington quarters from the 1990s, especially the 1994 version, also stems from the broader trend of interest in modern coins. In the world of numismatics, there has been an increasing focus on the errors and unique variants of coins produced during the latter half of the 20th century. Coin enthusiasts tend to look for those little-known details and imperfections that make a coin stand out, and the 1994 Washington quarter has certainly attracted its share of attention in this regard. Beyond the double die error, another factor contributing to the coin's allure is its association with the overall state of U.S. coinage during the 1990s. The 1994 Washington quarter represents a time when the U.S. Mint was working to modernize coin production, introduce more stringent quality controls, and produce coins with better consistency. For collectors, owning a coin that was part of this era is a way to connect with the history of U.S. currency as the nation entered into a new phase of economic and technological advancement. Coin collectors are also drawn to the 1994 Washington quarter because of its aesthetic design. The timeless portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the heraldic eagle on the reverse have made the quarter one of the most iconic and enduring designs in U.S. coinage. Even after decades of circulation, these designs continue to evoke a sense of national pride and patriotism. The Washington quarter, particularly the 1994 version, is much more than just a piece of currency. It is a representation of the values and ideals that shape the nation. Now, as we transition from history to the present, we must address the big question. What makes a 1994 Washington quarter valuable? While most people are familiar with the coin as a quarter worth just 25 cents, the true value of the 1994 Washington quarter lies in its rarity, condition, and specific varieties. Coins that are in near-perfect condition, free from the wear and tear of daily circulation, tend to command the highest prices. These coins are often referred to as mint state or uncirculated, and collectors will pay a premium for such well-preserved specimens. When a coin is graded highly by professional grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, its value increases dramatically. A 1994 Washington quarter in mint state condition can easily fetch a higher price than a coin that has been heavily circulated. However, the real excitement comes with finding rare error coins, such as the double die variety, which can significantly increase the value of the coin. If you are fortunate enough to find a 1994 Washington quarter with this or another error, such as a die crack or a misaligned strike, you could be holding a coin that is worth much more than its face value. One of the most significant factors influencing the value of the 1994 Washington quarter is its place in the broader context of modern coin collecting. The 1990s were a decade when many collectors began to focus on coins from more recent years, as they began to recognize the potential for rare finds among these seemingly ordinary pieces of currency. The 1994 Washington quarter has benefited from this trend, and its value has steadily risen over time. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the value of the 1994 Washington quarter. While the vast majority of these coins are worth only 25 cents, certain versions of the coin have become highly valuable among collectors. If you have a well-preserved, mint state 1994 Washington quarter, you can expect it to be worth anywhere from a few dollars to tens of dollars. But the real jackpot lies in the error varieties, particularly the double die coins. A rare, error-struck 1994 Washington quarter, especially one in pristine, uncirculated condition, can fetch a value that is many times greater than its face value. In fact, one of the highest known sales of a 1994 Washington quarter has reached an impressive $91,000. This is a stunning figure, and it speaks to the incredible rarity of such coins. Only a select few collectors have been fortunate enough to find a coin of this caliber, and the market for these error coins continues to remain strong. The allure of the 1994 Washington quarter lies not only in its design and minting process, but in the mystery of what might be hidden in your change. As we've seen time and time again, even the most ordinary-looking coins can turn out to be worth far more than we ever imagined. The 1994 Washington quarter, with its potential for error coins and pristine specimens, is one of those treasures that reminds us why coin collecting remains one of the most exciting and rewarding hobbies. In conclusion, the 1994 Washington quarter is a coin that combines the beauty of traditional design with the excitement of rare discoveries. Whether it's the allure of the error coins, the historical connection to the 1990s, or the simple elegance of George Washington's image, the 1994 quarter is a coin that continues to captivate the imaginations of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare gems, you could be holding a piece of American history that is worth far more than you ever expected. The 1998 USA Washington $quarter coin stands as a fascinating piece in American coinage, combining elements of history, artistry, and intrigue that make it a prized possession for collectors. To truly understand the significance of the 1998 Washington quarter, we must explore the rich history behind this iconic coin, the details of its design, the minting process, its appeal to collectors, and ultimately, the remarkable value it commands today. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, a momentous occasion in American history. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin featured a striking profile of Washington, the first president of the United States, on the obverse, while the reverse featured a detailed heraldic eagle. This design quickly became iconic, symbolizing the strength and resilience of the nation, and the quarter became a regular part of American currency. For many years, the design of the Washington quarter remained relatively unchanged, though it did undergo some minor adjustments over time. After the first few decades of production, the U.S. Mint transitioned the coin from a silver composition to a copper-nickel clad composition in 1965 due to the rising cost of silver. This shift meant that the quarters from that point on were not made of silver, but instead of a combination of copper and nickel, which gave the coins a similar appearance without the high cost of precious metals. By the time we arrive at 1998, the Washington quarter had been produced for decades, and its design had become deeply ingrained in American culture. In 1998, the coin continued to feature the same classic design, a reminder of the enduring legacy of George Washington and the symbols of American strength. However, what makes the 1998 Washington quarter particularly interesting is the subtle yet significant impact it had on the world of coin collecting and its eventual rise in value as one of the most sought-after coins for collectors at first glance. The 1998 Washington quarter may appear to be just another coin, with no special attributes or distinguishing features. After all, it was part of a regular production run of quarters minted by the U.S. Mint. However, the beauty of coin collecting lies in the small details, and the 1998 quarter would soon reveal its own set of characteristics that would make it stand out from other years. One of the most important aspects of the 1998 Washington quarter lies in its association with the larger context of U.S. coinage during the 1990s. The United States Mint was in the process of modernizing its coinage, improving the processes for minting and quality control, and introducing new designs and elements to the world of currency. In 1998, the U.S. Mint had just begun to release new quarters as part of the 50-state quarters program, a series of coins celebrating the unique history and heritage of each of the 50 U.S. states. Although the 1998 Washington quarter itself did not feature any state-specific design, it was part of a larger movement within the Mint to bring new ideas and innovation to coinage. The 1998 Washington quarter remained true to the classic design introduced in 1932, with a portrait of George Washington facing left and the inscription Liberty above his head. The reverse side featured a heraldic eagle, with the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum above it. The coin also included the date, 1998, and the denomination quarter dollar along the bottom. While this design had been in use for decades, it was still as recognizable and timeless as ever. Despite being part of a traditional design, the 1998 Washington quarter would later become a coin that collectors would seek out for its unique qualities. The reasons for this go beyond the regular production of the coin and the association with the state quarters program. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare errors, unusual variations, and coins that are in excellent condition. These attributes are what elevate a coin from being a mere piece of currency to a valuable treasure. For the 1998 Washington quarter, these factors would prove to be crucial in its growing appeal. Like many coins, the 1998 Washington quarter had a relatively high mintage that year. The U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins for circulation, and most of them were used for everyday transactions. But over time, collectors began to notice that certain 1998 quarters were being produced with subtle errors that would go on to make them valuable in the world of numismatics. One such error was the dropped letter variety, where a letter from the die was missing or improperly struck, causing it to appear as if it had fallen off the coin. While not common, These types of errors are highly prized by collectors because of their rarity and the fact that they were created during the minting process. Another factor that contributed to the value of the 1998 Washington quarter was its potential for excellent condition. Like many coins, the value of a quarter increases exponentially when it is found in mint state or uncirculated condition. A 1998 Washington quarter that has been carefully preserved and remains free from wear and tear can command a premium price. Coins that are graded by professional numismatic organizations, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, have their authenticity and condition verified, and these certified coins often fetch higher prices than those without such certification. A pristine 1998 quarter, graded at MS65 or higher, can be worth significantly more than its face value. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the 1998 Washington quarter is its connection to the broader world of coin collecting. The late 1990s marked a period of rapid change in the U.S. economy and in the world of coinage. The 50-state quarters program was generating excitement among collectors, and the U.S. Mint was releasing new coin designs on a regular basis. Coins from this period are especially appealing to collectors who are interested in the history and evolution of American currency. The 1998 Washington quarter is often seen as a key piece of this era, a reminder of the time when coin collectors began to pay closer attention to the potential for rare and valuable modern coins. The 1998 Washington quarter is not only valued for its rarity or its condition, but also for the significant place it holds in the history of American coinage. As we move into the 21st century, coin collecting has grown in popularity, and many collectors now focus on coins that represent moments in time, like the 1998 Washington quarter. The state quarters program and other commemorative coins from this era have created a greater appreciation for the artistry and significance of U.S. currency, and the 1998 Washington quarter stands as an important symbol of that movement. Now, let's get to the big question. What is the value of the 1998 Washington quarter? While the majority of 1998 quarters are worth just 25 cents, certain versions of the coin have seen their value rise dramatically. The error coins, particularly those with dropped letters or other minting defects, are worth significantly more than their face value. In fact, a well-preserved 1998 Washington quarter with an error can be worth thousands of dollars in the right market. The most impressive examples of the 1998 Washington quarter have sold for staggering amounts, with certain error coins and high-grade specimens reaching values in excess of $80,000. One of the highest known sales for a 1998 Washington quarter reached a value of approximately $83,000. This extraordinary figure demonstrates just how valuable this seemingly ordinary coin can become when it is produced with a rare error or when it is in exceptional condition. In conclusion, the 1998 Washington quarter is a prime example of how coins that were once thought of as ordinary can become incredibly valuable treasures in the world of numismatics. Whether it is the rarity of the error coins, the historical significance of the year, or simply the condition of the coin itself, the 1998 Washington quarter offers a captivating story for collectors. From its design to its production and eventual rise in value, this quarter continues to be a prized piece of American coinage. For those lucky enough to own one of these rare and valuable quarters, it is not just a coin. It is a piece of history that has the potential to provide both financial reward and a deeper connection to the past. The 2013 USA Washington $quarter coin holds a special place in American numismatic history, encapsulating both the tradition of U.S. coinage and the evolving practices of modern minting. To fully appreciate the significance of this coin, it's important to delve into the historical context of the Washington quarter, examine its design, explore the minting process behind the 2013 version, and understand why collectors have developed such a keen interest in it. Of course, we'll also explore the value of the 2013 Washington quarter and how certain versions of this coin have reached impressive amounts in the world of coin collecting. The Washington $quarter coin was first introduced in 1932 as part of a nationwide effort to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by artist John Flanagan, The Washington quarter has since become one of the most iconic coins in the United States. Flanagan design features a profile of George Washington, the first president of the United States, facing left on the obverse. On the reverse, the coin originally displayed a bald eagle, symbolizing the strength and independence of the United States. Over time, this design evolved but remained a powerful symbol of national pride. In the years following its introduction, the Washington quarter went through various phases. Initially struck in 90% silver, the coin's composition was changed in 1965, during a nationwide coinage crisis, to a copper-nickel-clad mixture. This shift was a response to rising silver prices and was part of a broader trend in which many U.S. coins transitioned away from using precious metals. Despite these changes in composition, the Washington quarter's design remained relatively unchanged for many years, maintaining its popularity among the American public and coin collectors alike. By the time we reached the 2013 Washington quarter, the coin had been in circulation for over 8 decades, and the U.S. Mint had introduced various special editions and commemorative series. The 2013 coin was part of the ongoing tradition of the Washington quarter, but it was also notable for being part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series launched in 2010 by the U.S. Mint. The America the Beautiful Quarters program featured designs that celebrated national parks and other significant landmarks across the United States. The quarters produced as part of this program had a reverse design that varied each year, highlighting the country's rich heritage and the beauty of its natural landscapes. The 2013 Washington quarter continued this trend, featuring one of the final designs in the America the Beautiful series. This particular quarter featured a reverse design honoring the Great Basin National Park, located in Nevada. The design depicted a scene of the park's rugged landscape, including a depiction of a bristlecone pine tree, one of the oldest living organisms on Earth. The image captured the essence of the park's natural beauty and its historical significance, as the bristlecone pine is considered one of the longest living species on the planet. The reverse also included the inscriptions Great Basin, Nevada, 2013, and E Pluribus Unum, along with the traditional United States of America inscription. On the obverse of the 2013 Washington quarter, as with all Washington quarters since the coin's inception, the familiar portrait of George Washington remained. The design, which had been introduced in 1932, had undergone a few minor changes over the years, but it remained an enduring representation of the nation's first president. Along with Washington's likeness, the obverse also featured the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as the year of minting, 2013. The 2013 Washington quarter continued the use of the copper-nickel-clad composition that had been standard since 1965. This meant that the coin had a weight of 5.67 grams, a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.75 millimeters. While these specifications were consistent with previous years of the Washington quarter, it's the coin's design and the limited nature of certain versions of the 2013 quarter that make it particularly appealing to collectors in the world of numismatics. The value of a coin is determined by several factors, including its rarity, its condition, and any unique features or errors that may set it apart from other coins. For the 2013 Washington quarter, these factors combined to create a market in which certain coins could fetch impressive prices. The first factor that influenced the value of the 2013 Washington quarter was the overall mintage. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins in 2013, many of these quarters were circulated and spent in everyday transactions, causing them to lose their pristine quality. Coins that have been well preserved or remain in mint state or uncirculated condition tend to hold higher value among collectors. The 2013 Washington quarter that has been carefully stored and remains in mint state can be worth significantly more than its face value. The second factor contributing to the value of the 2013 Washington quarter is the presence of certain mint errors or unique varieties. For collectors, a coin's rarity often depends on whether it contains errors that occurred during the minting process. These errors can include things like misprints, off-center strikes, or double dies. Coins with these errors are rare and highly sought after because they were unintended, making them unique examples of the U.S. Mint's production. For the 2013 Washington quarter, one of the most notable errors that has been found in circulation is the dropped letter variety. In this error, part of a letter from the die was unintentionally missing or struck incorrectly, causing part of a word or inscription on the coin to be incomplete or unclear. These kinds of errors make a coin stand out, and collectors prize them for their rarity. While the dropped letter variety is relatively rare, it can significantly increase the value of a 2013 Washington quarter. Additionally, coins that are in particularly high-grade condition can fetch higher prices. Coins graded at MS-65 or higher by professional grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are often considered the most desirable. These coins are free of the nicks, scratches, and other signs of wear that are common in circulated currency. In the case of the 2013 Washington quarter, a mint state version of the coin, graded at MS-65 or above, can be worth considerably more than a coin in average circulated condition. While the 2013 Washington quarter did not have the same level of hype and excitement as some other special series or rarities in U.S. coinage, it was part of an ongoing trend of popular coin programs, particularly the America the Beautiful Quarters program. As the final designs in the series were released, collectors sought out these coins to complete their sets, and the 2013 Great Basin National Park quarter was no exception. The interest in completing a collection of the America the Beautiful series, coupled with the unique designs for each state or national park, helped increase the value of the 2013 Washington quarter among collectors. Now, as we approach the final part of our discussion, the most exciting question is, of course, how much is the 2013 Washington quarter worth today? While the majority of these coins are worth only their face value of 25 cents, certain versions of the coin, particularly those in mint state or those with rare errors, can fetch impressive sums in the world of coin collecting. The most notable sales of 2013 Washington quarters have been for error coins or those that are in near-perfect condition. In particular, one of the highest-known sales for a 2013 Washington quarter reached a stunning $29,000. This incredible price was driven by the rarity of the error, as well as the fact that the coin was in pristine condition. It's important to note that this is an exceptional case, and most 2013 Washington quarters will not command such high prices. However, for those who are lucky enough to find an error coin or a particularly well-preserved quarter, the potential for a significant payout is certainly there. In conclusion, the 2013 Washington quarter is a coin that reflects both the legacy of George Washington and the modern practices of the U.S. Mint. While the coin itself may seem unremarkable at first glance, it is the details, the design, the minting process, and the potential for rare varieties that make it a highly desirable item for collectors. From the Great Basin National Park design to the potential for minting errors, the 2013 Washington quarter continues to captivate the interest of coin collectors. Whether you're looking to complete your America the Beautiful quarters collection or searching for that rare error coin, the 2013 Washington quarter remains an important piece of U.S. coinage with the potential for impressive value. The 2015 USA Washington $quarter coin is one of those fascinating pieces of numismatic history that speaks to both the tradition of American coinage and the evolving nature of the U.S. Mint's approach to design and production. For those who follow the world of coin collecting, the 2015 Washington quarter has proven to be a significant and interesting issue, not only for its place in the broader context of U.S. currency, but also for its appeal to collectors. In this video, we will take a deep dive into the history of the Washington quarter, explore the design choices of the 2015 version, look at the details of the minting process, and, of course, reveal how much this particular coin is worth today. An impressive sum that may surprise you. The Washington quarter, as a series, has been one of the longest-standing and most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, The coin featured a classic portrait of the nation's first president, created by designer John Flanagan. It quickly became a symbol of American pride and a representation of the nation's founding. Throughout the years, the design remained relatively consistent, with only subtle changes and refinements to the coin's features, although the materials used to create the coin did evolve. Initially, the Washington quarter was made of 90% silver and 10% copper, a composition that lasted until 1965, when the rising price of silver caused the U.S. Mint to switch to a copper-nickel-clad composition. Despite these changes in material, the design of the quarter remained a constant throughout much of the 20th century. The design featured George Washington's likeness on the obverse, facing left, and a heraldic eagle on the reverse. The eagle, symbolizing strength and freedom, was central to the coin's reverse design for many years and was a feature that helped the coin stand out as a representation of the American ideals of independence and resilience. By the time the 2015 Washington quarter was produced, the coin had undergone many years of evolution, and the U.S. Mint had also been introducing more specialized designs, including those associated with various commemorative series. The most significant shift came in 1999, when the U.S. Mint introduced the State Quarters program, which featured a unique design for each of the 50 states. This initiative, which ran through 2008, sparked a new era of collecting, as Americans eagerly sought out each of the new state-specific designs. After the completion of the State Quarters program, the Mint launched the America the Beautiful Quarters program in 2010, which featured designs celebrating national parks and landmarks across the United States. The 2015 Washington quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, which was designed to showcase the beauty and diversity of America's natural heritage. Each coin in the series would feature a different national park or site, and the reverse design of the quarter would change accordingly. The 2015 quarter specifically honored the Homestead National Monument of America, located in Nebraska. This site is particularly significant because it commemorates the Homestead Act of 1862, which encouraged Western expansion by offering free land to settlers willing to cultivate it. The monument pays tribute to the pioneers who took advantage of this act, forging new lives in the American frontier. The reverse design of the 2015 quarter features a dramatic portrayal of a homesteader's log cabin, with the surrounding landscape of the Nebraska plains stretching out in the background. The design is rich in historical symbolism, referencing both the American pioneers who made the frontier their home and the enduring connection between land and identity in the United States. Along with the depiction of the cabin, the quarter includes the inscriptions Homestead, Nebraska, 2015, and E Pluribus Unum. On the obverse of the 2015 quarter, as with all quarters in the series, George Washington's likeness remains unchanged, a constant reminder of the nation's first president and the foundation of American democracy. The obverse also bears the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust, along with the year of minting 2015, placing the coin firmly within the context of contemporary U.S. currency. While the design of the 2015 Washington quarter is visually striking, it's important to understand the technical details behind its production. As with other modern quarters, the 2015 Washington quarter was made from a copper-nickel-clad composition. This means that the coin consists of an inner core of pure copper, which is then surrounded by a layer of nickel. This composition provides a durable and cost-effective way to produce coins, allowing them to withstand circulation while still maintaining a similar appearance to their earlier silver counterparts. The weight of the 2015 Washington quarter is 5.67 grams, with a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a thickness of 1.75 millimeters. These measurements have been consistent for many years and are the standard for all circulating quarters produced by the U.S. Mint. However, despite the uniformity of these specifications, the value of the coin depends heavily on other factors, such as its rarity, condition, and any special features that may distinguish it from other coins. The 2015 Washington quarter was minted at several U.S. Mint facilities, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. As with most coins, the mintage figures for the 2015 quarter were quite high, as the coin was produced for circulation and was intended to be spent as regular currency. However, despite the large mintage, certain coins from 2015, especially those in pristine condition or with unique characteristics, have become highly sought after by collectors. One of the key factors driving the appeal of the 2015 Washington quarter among collectors is the America the Beautiful Quarters program itself. This series, which ran from 2010 to 2021, generated significant interest due to its focus on national parks and historic landmarks. Each year, collectors eagerly anticipated the release of the new designs, and the 2015 Homestead National Monument Quarter was no exception. Many collectors sought to acquire these quarters to complete their sets, which increased demand for the coin. Furthermore, just like with other coins, the condition of the 2015 Washington quarter plays a major role in its value. Coins that have been kept in mint state, free from wear and tear, tend to be much more valuable than those that have been circulated. A 2015 quarter that is graded as MS 65 or higher by a professional grading service such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can command a premium price, as collectors are always on the lookout for high-quality specimens. Mint errors also add an element of excitement and value to any coin, and the 2015 Washington quarter is no exception. While errors in minting are rare, they are highly coveted by collectors. Common errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, or double dies, where the details on the coin appear to be duplicated. If a 2015 Washington quarter were to be found with one of these errors, it could increase the value of the coin exponentially. Error coins are often more valuable than their non-error counterparts because they are unique and rare, making them highly desirable in the numismatic market. Now that we've covered the historical context, design details, and collector appeal of the 2015 Washington quarter, it's time to address the most important question. What is this coin worth today? While the 2015 Washington quarter is generally worth its face value of 25 cents in circulation, certain versions of the coin have seen their value rise dramatically in the collector's market. The highest value coins are those in exceptional condition or those with rare minting errors. A typical 2015 quarter in uncirculated condition might fetch a few dollars, but coins with particular rarity, whether due to mint errors or high-grade condition, can command impressive prices. The most notable sales for the 2015 Washington quarter have been for error coins or those that are graded highly by professional services. One of the most remarkable examples is a 2015 Homestead National Monument quarter that was sold for approximately $25,000. This coin was a rare error, with a significant flaw in the minting process that made it stand out from the standard production of the quarter. In such cases, the rarity and uniqueness of the coin far exceed its face value, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these exceptional specimens. In conclusion, the 2015 Washington quarter is a great example of how modern coins, while still retaining the heritage of past designs, can evolve to capture unique aspects of American history and culture. From the stunning design commemorating the Homestead National Monument to the potential for rare errors and minting variations, the 2015 Washington quarter continues to captivate collectors and investors alike. While most of these coins may still be worth their face value, those in pristine condition or with unique characteristics have the potential to fetch impressive sums. For collectors seeking to build their portfolio or for those with an interest in U.S. history and coinage, the 2015 Washington quarter stands as a testament to the rich and ever-evolving legacy of American currency.